Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Mahoney again, back for lesson 2. So yesterday we learned about the five senses. I'm wondering if you can name the five senses and use your hands to count the five senses. So go ahead, take a minute and try to name and count each of the five senses. Good. Now let's do it together. Sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. So those are the five senses. Today we're really going to talk about our sense of sight. I want you to close your eyes for a second and think about colors and shapes. So open up your eyes and look quietly around the room for a minute. What do you see? Which colors do you see in the classroom? What shapes do you see in the classroom? Yes, I see. So some of the colors I see are yellow, like a mustard yellow. I see orange. I see mint green. That's one of my favorites. I see blues. I see all different types of colors. And then I look around and look at the shapes and I see rectangles, triangles, circles, hexagons, lots of different shapes too. So today, since you were just looking around, you were using your sight, your sense of sight, to look around and make observations. Today, the main topic or main idea that we're going to be learning about is the sense of sight. So I want you to listen carefully so you're listening to find out more about the sense of sight. I want you to pay special attention to the names of the different parts of the eye and what each part does. Okay, so here's our read aloud. It's called The Sense of Sight. Have you ever heard people say, "Look before you leap"? They're warning you to be careful and think things through before you act. Look before you leap is a saying that makes a lot of sense because every day we use our eyes to look at the ground ahead of us before we walk, run, or leap. Imagine how much more dangerous it would be to do these things with your eyes closed. Our sense of sight helps to keep us safe. So, what is the boy doing in this picture? Yeah, he's leaping or jumping. We can call it jumping too. Leaping means to jump. Okay, this boy's looking across the street. Your eyes help protect the rest of your body. They help you avoid bumping into things or tripping or falling as you move. But use your eyes to look both ways before you cross the street. But while your eyes are busy protecting you, what's busy protecting your eyes? Now listen closely and you'll learn about the body parts that work together to keep your eyes safe. So we heard that word protect. Protect means to keep something safe from harm. We learned about harm in our last lesson. So we want to be able to protect from harm, keep safe from harm. Let's see. So the next page. So it's a child's head with a round eyeball. You might not be able to tell when you look in a mirror, but in fact, your eyes are round like balls. That is why they're called eyeballs. Each of your eyeballs is about as big and almost as round as a normal-sized gumball or marble, about an inch across. But your eyeballs aren't hard like gumballs. They're actually squishy, like gummy bears. They are set into holes in your head called eye sockets so that they won't get dirty or poked. So you can see it's round and about how big it actually is. It's pretty cool. Your eyelids are little pieces of skin that come down and cover your eyeballs when you close your eyes or blink. Even when you are not trying to, your eyes blink automatically every few seconds in order to keep your eyeballs moist. The long hairs on your eyelids are called eyelashes. I have them too. They help brush away dirt before it can get in your eyes and your eyebrows. The hair just above your eyes are important too. They help keep water and sweat from flowing down into your eyeballs. Have you ever got very sweaty and you've had some sweat get into your eyes? It kind of stings a little bit. Oh. Tears, the very same tears that come out when you cry, are important for protecting your eyes too. Tiny little tear ducts in the corners of your eyes, right here, release the tears, which keep your eyes moist and help wash your eyes when irritating objects such as dirt or small bugs get in them. So our tears help protect our eyes. They kind of help flush out our eyes if there's something that's irritating to our eye in there, or we have a scratch or something. The tears help flush out your eyes. Okay, so this is a diagram of an eye. All these body parts, eyelids, which are right here, eyelashes up here, the little hairs above your eye, eyebrows right here, tear ducts, which you can see. I showed you in the last picture, but tear ducts right there. And eye sockets. So that's the whole thing. Eye sockets do their part to protect your eyes from getting hurt from the outside. But eyes need to be protected from the inside too. Luckily, eyes can protect themselves with the help of two inside parts of the eye called the iris and the pupil. So there's the pupil, and the iris is the colored part of your eye. So the word pupil is the black part of your eye, like the inside, the part that's just black and not colored. There's another form of pupil too, but this means that a pupil is a student, somebody who is in school. You guys, boys and girls, you're my pupils. That means you're my student. So there's two kinds of pupils. We have this pupil, which is the middle of our eye, that kind of gets bigger and smaller depending on how much light is around us. And then we have a pupil who is a student in a classroom. So there's two different types of pupils. Look at your friend's eye. Actually, you can look at my eyes. Sorry if it's a little hard to see. See the little black part in the middle? It looks like a dot. It's actually a very tiny covered hole. That's called the pupil, and that's where the light comes into your eye. So when you were looking at my eyes, what color was my pupil? Right, it was black. Just like all of these kids, the middle of their eyes, their pupils are black too. Um, the colorful ring that surrounds the pupil, so the colored part, not the black part, it's called the iris. So you can see the iris here, you can see it here. Each of these eyes have an iris. Different people have different colored irises. The most common colors are brown, blue, and green, but there are lots of different shades. You can also have gray, light or dark brown, or greenish blue eyes. Ooh, I like this image. Might be a little hard for you guys to see the sun. This is a sun and this is the moon. The iris controls the amount of light that gets into the pupil. This is important because you can hurt your eyes if too much light comes into them. When you turned on the lights, your irises open up, which makes your black pupils bigger. So at night, so you can see a little bit better, our pupils get bigger so that we can see better. So our eyes adjust to how much light is coming into them. This lets in more light and makes it easier for us to see. When you walk out in the sunlight, your irises close up around the pupils, so your pupils are very small and less light comes in. Whether your irises are blue, brown, or green, their job is to control how much light gets into the pupils. Be glad that your amazing eyes have all their parts, and know that they are always working hard to help you see the world around you. You can do your part too, by trying not to put anything into your eyes that might harm them, especially your fingers. You don't want to be touching our eyeballs. If you protect your eyes can do their best to protect you. The next time you hear someone say, "Look before you leap," tell your eyes a quiet thank you for helping keep you safe. Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions that you'll talk about more in your seesaw activity. But think about it. Which part of your eyes hold your eyeballs in place and keep them from getting poked? Something in our eye helps keep our eyeball in place and keeps them from getting poked. It's our eye socket. Yes, our eye sockets help keep our eyeballs in place. Think about this. Think about how you would answer this question. What should you do to keep your eyes safe from harm? Yeah, we don't want to put anything in our eyes, especially our fingers. Not only that, but we don't want to get our germs from our fingers in our eyes either. Okay, and now I'm going to give you 1 minute to do a turn and talk with your partner and answer the question, how do your eyes protect you or keep you safe? How do they protect you or keep you safe? Go ahead. All right, I heard some really good answers. Lots of different ones. Our eyes can tell us to stop. If a car is coming, we might see a car coming. Yes, our eyes can protect us in many ways. So we talked a lot about the word protect. So here it is again, the word protect. I want you to think about a time that you protected someone or something, and when someone protected you. So when you're thinking about it, I want you to make sure you have that word and you use that word protect while you're thinking about it. Okay, so there are some things that my son can't eat, and we were at a birthday party one time, and my son went to eat something that would make him very sick. So I protected my son by taking that food item away from him and giving him something else that he could eat and not make him sick, because he didn't understand that certain things can make him sick at that time. So I gave him something that he could eat. So I protected him from something that might make him sick. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to describe some things. And if what I describe could protect you, say, that protects me. If what I describe does not protect you, say, that doesn't protect me. The fence around my yard. That would protect me. My seatbelt. That would protect me. It would keep us safe in an accident. My pencil. No, my pencil doesn't really protect me. Holding a grown-up's hand on a busy street. Yes, that does protect me. A grown-up can help pull you back if there's danger or a car coming. It's safe to hold a grown-up's hand crossing the street. My neighbor's cat. No, that doesn't really protect me. My bicycle helmet. Yep, that protects us. It keeps us safe in case we fall and bump our heads. So remember that phrase, look before you leap? It has two different meanings. It can mean to watch where you're walking or jumping in order to keep your body safe. So we might tell the boy that was in our first picture to look before you leap, right? But it can also mean to make decisions carefully by thinking about what might happen before you do something so that you won't be sorry later. It can mean use your eyes to protect yourself, or use your brain to make a good decision or choice before you do something so you won't be sorry later. For example, you might be so angry or mad at a friend that you forget to look before you leap. Instead, you tell her you won't go to her birthday party. Then, later in the day, you start to think about how your words made her feel sad, and also how much fun you are going to miss at the party. You are sorry you said you were not going to the party. You wish you had looked before you leaped, by thinking more and making better decisions before you tell your friend that you would not go to the party. Okay, so that completes our lesson for today. Complete your seesaw activity, and I'll see you tomorrow.